As the footage of Israel's carnage in Gaza beams across television screens around the world, the sheer outrage felt at Tel Aviv's brazen killings of civilians has prompted huge protests in the British capital, London. The protest was organised outside the Israeli embassy. Police had set up barricades but were simply overwhelmed by the sheer number of people who attended, with High Street Kensington, one of the busiest roads in London, being completely blocked off for several hours.
Hundreds of protesters have tried to join the main demonstration from behind this police line, but as you can see, police have formed a barrier and aren't letting them through. And these protesters here are now trying to put pressure on the police to get them to let these people in, to join the main body of protesters, who now number well over 2,000 people.
The huge number of people represents the fact that there's a huge portion of the British population that completely disagrees with what the Israeli government stand for, what the British government are doing. They're not doing anything, not taking any action. So it's paramount that obviously all the people have turned up today to show their voice and have showed. If you look at the crowd, it's a mix of Arab, Muslim, Christian, Jew. There's a mix of different people. So it shows that this is not just a situation that's confined to Muslims versus Jews. No, it's a situation that's beyond such barriers.
Many protesters were just as angry at the British media's coverage of Israel's military assault as they were at their own government's support for Israel.
Every time Gaza gets bombed, our government always sticks up for Zionists. I think the whole media is controlled by Zionists, quite frankly. That's why it's inevitable. And even though they might show a few people being injured or whatever, they're not given a clear analysis of the historic and ongoing trauma, the ongoing occupation. So it's rubbish.
The protesters say they'll be back in even bigger numbers, but others have doubted whether protesting alone is enough and say activists must continue with the boycott campaigns and must now start lobbying the British government to put more pressure to stop what many are now calling the Israeli regime's war crimes against Palestinians. Isa Ali, Press TV, London.